Hello and welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to understand how to add landing page leads to Google Sheets and create Salesforce contacts. So I've created a landing page form using Elementor form, and here my objective is as soon as I'm going to receive a new form submission, then automatically that lead detail should be added in my Google Sheets as a new row. And after adding the details, automatically that lead should be created as a new contact in my Salesforce account. So now here to automate the entire process, I need to connect my Elementor form with my Google Sheets and my Salesforce account using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So now here to see the working of this automation and to learn this process step by step, let me take you all to my screen. Welcome to my screen. So here on my screen you can see my website form that I've created using Elementor form. And here my objective is as soon as I'm going to receive a new form submission through my Elementor form, then automatically and instantly I want to add that form submission details in my Google Sheet. And not only this, after adding the details in my Google Sheet, I want to create a new contact for the same in my Salesforce account. So now here to automate the entire process, I will connect my Elementor form with my Google Sheets and my Salesforce account using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So to access the Pabbly Connect, we need to search for pabbly.com/connect in our browsers, and it will take you to the homepage of Pabbly Connect. So this is the homepage of Pabbly Connect, but here before moving forward, let me all tell you about the Pabbly community. So this is the Pabbly community where automation users, business owners and marketers connect. You can ask questions, share workflows and get instant replies and helpful feedback from others who have faced these similar challenges. It is an active and supportive space to learn and grow together. And now you can find the link to join the Pabbly community in the description box below. Make sure to check it out and join the Pabbly community as soon as possible. Alright, let's move back to our Pabbly Connect's homepage, and here you can see two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get 300 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I will be clicking on sign in. Now after signing in, you can see all Pabbly apps window where you can see all the applications of Pabbly. Here to integrate my applications, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect by clicking on this access now. Now this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and here to build my connection, I need to create a workflow first. So for that, I'm going to click on this create workflow button given on the top right corner. And then it's asking me to select the workflow builder. So here you can see two options. One is new beta and the other one is classic. So beta version is modern, faster and more flexible, whereas classic one is stable and the familiar approach. So in this video, we are going to use this beta version by clicking on the select button, and then a create workflow dialog box appeared in front of us. So we need to give a name to our workflow. So I'm going to give the name as add landing page leads to Google Sheets and create Salesforce contacts. And now after giving a name to my workflow, it is asking me to select the folder. So in the left side corner of this dashboard, you can see a folder section under which you can see the multiple folders that I've already created with different names to save my workflows accordingly. So in this particular case, I'm going to select my folder as automations. You can select the folder as per your need. Also, you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now here to learn how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect, you need to click on this learn more hyperlink given over here, and it will take you to a forum window where you can see all the instructions to how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect. Alright, let's move back to our Pabbly's dashboard, and here to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this create button given over here. Now in this workflow window, you can see we have successfully created a workflow, and here let me tell you that there are two most important principles of an automation process, that are trigger and action. Where trigger says when this happens and action says do this, that means action is the response towards a trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's begin with our automation by simply setting up a trigger. So for that, I'm going to click on the add trigger button, and here as you all know that I have created my website form using Elementor form. So I'm going to select that, and here for the app event, I'm going to select new form submission. Then I'm going to click on this connect, and here you can see I've received a webhook URL. That means here I'm going to use this webhook URL to connect my Elementor form with Pabbly Connect. So following the instructions in below, firstly I'm going to copy the webhook URL, and here as you all know that Elementor is a plugin of WordPress. So I've already logged in my WordPress account, and this is the form that I've created using Elementor. Alright, so now here to set up a webbook inside our Elementor form, I'm going to click on this edit with Elementor option given on the top. So now this is our form, and here I'm going to select the form element, and as soon as I've selected the form element, you can see we have received some options in the left side bar. So from here we are going to select actions after submit, and here we are going to add an action, that is webbook, because I'm going to set up a webbook inside my Elementor form. So I'm going to add this action, and after adding the action, you can see we have received the option for webbook over here, and here under webbook you can see in the webbook URL feed an existing webbook URL is there. So for now I'm going to remove it, and I'm going to add a new webbook URL that I've received in my Pabbly's workflow. So this is the new webbook URL, and now here after entering the webbook URL, I'm going to click on this publish. And with this, we have successfully set up a webbook inside our Elementor form. That means we have successfully connected our Elementor form with Pabbly Connect. So you can see as it is waiting for webbook response, that means here to receive a webbook response, we need to do a test submission. And to do a test submission, we need to make a test form submission using our Elementor form. So for that, let me take you back to my form. And here I'm going to enter some dummy details and make a test submission. So for the first name, I'm going to enter the name as test, last name as user, email as test@pabblytudes.com. Here I'm going to add a random phone number. And now here after entering the phone number, I'm going to select the city as Pune, types of apartment as 2 BHK, and a random date. Then I'm going to click on the submit. And here you can see it says your submission was successful. That means we have successfully made a form submission over here. So let's go and check our Pabbly's workflow. And here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received the form name, ID, types of apartment, mobile number, last name, first name, email address, date, and the city of our lead. So with this, we have successfully set up our trigger over here. So once we have received a new form submission through our Elementor form, then automatically and instantly I want to add that lead detail in my Google Sheets as a new row so that my team can see all the lead details at a single place. So for that, I'm going to add an action step over here, and here I'm going to select my action application as Google Sheets and my app event as add a new row. Then here I'm going to click on this connect. Here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add a new connection. If your Google Sheets account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on the sign in with Google. Here I'm going to select my desired account, and then here I'm going to click on this allow and give access to Pabbly as your data is secured with Pabbly. And here you can see the connection has been created successfully. So let's move forward, and here it's asking me to select the spreadsheet and the sheet. So I've already shown you that I have my spreadsheet with the name landing page leads. So I'm going to select that particular spreadsheet, and after selecting the spreadsheet, I'm going to select my sheet as sheet 1. Then here's asking me to enter the first name, last name, email address, phone number, city, and the type of apartment. So basically these are the fields that I've added over here in my Google Sheets. So now here, instead of entering these details manually, here I'm going to map the data. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here I'm going to map the data from the response that I've received in my trigger step or my previous action steps. Mapping makes our text dynamic so that when you're going to receive a new lead through our landing page, then automatically this previously existing detail will be updated with the new one. So here for the first name, I'm going to map my lead's first name. Here for the last name, I'm going to map my lead's last name. Here I'm going to map the email address. Here I'm going to map the phone number. Here I'm going to map the city. And lastly, I'm going to map the types of apartment. So this is the type of apartment. Alright, so now here after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response. That means we have successfully added the new detail in our Google Sheets. So let's go and check it. And here you can see we have received a new detail in our Google Sheets where we have received the first name, last name, email address, phone number, city, and the type of apartment of our lead. So with this, we have successfully set up our action step as well. So now after adding the details in our Google Sheet, automatically using the details, I want to create a new contact in my Salesforce account as well. So for that, I'm going to add another action step, and here I'm going to select my action application as Salesforce and my app event as create create a contact. Then I'm going to click on this connect. Here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add a new connection. If your Salesforce account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on this connect with Salesforce. And here you can see it is requesting for the access. So here I'm going to give access to Pabbly as your data is secured with Pabbly. And here you can see we are now successfully connected. So it easily got connected because here I was already logged in my Salesforce account. So to build an easy connection, make sure you're already logged in your Salesforce account in the same browser. Or else if you're building a new connection, then automatically it is going to ask for your account details such as the username and the password. And once you're going to add the details, automatically your account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. Alright, let's move forward. And here for the first name, I'm going to map the first name once again. Here I'm going to map the last name. Here for the email address, I'm going to map the email address. Here for the phone number, I'm going to map the phone number. Here this title and some other fields are not required fields, so I'm going to leave all of them blank. Here for the mobile number, again I'm going to map the same mobile number. And again these fields are not required fields, so I'm going to leave all of them blank. Here for the lead source, you can select the source as per your requirement. I'm going to select as web only. And now here after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see I've received a successful response. That means I've successfully created a new contact for the same lead in my Salesforce account. So let's go and check it. Here I'm going to refresh it. And here you can see I've successfully created a new contact with the name test user. Here you can see the phone number and the email address of that lead. So with this, we have successfully set up entire automation. Now here let's test this automation to understand the working of this entire automation clearly. So now again here to see the working of this automation, what we are going to do is that we are going to make a form submission using our Elementor form. So for that, let me take you back to my form. Here I'm going to refresh it. And again here I'm going to enter some dummy details and make a test submission. So for the first name, I'm going to enter the name as Smart, last name as User. Here for the email, I'm going to add the email as smart@pabblytudes.com. Here I'm going to add a random phone number. And here for the city, I'm going to add a random city as Hyderabad. Here for the types of apartment, I'm going to select 3 BHK and a random date. Then I'm going to click on the submit. And here you can see it says your submission was successful. So let's go and check our Google Sheets first. And here you can see we have received instant response over here where we have received the first name, last name, email address, phone number, city and the type of apartment. And now let's go and check our Salesforce account as well. Here I'm going to refresh it once again. And here you can see we have successfully created a new contact in our Salesforce as well where we have received the name, phone number and the email address of our lead. So with this, we have successfully seen the working of this amazing automation. Now here let me summarize this whole video for you. So here we have selected our trigger as Elementor and our action as Google Sheets and Salesforce. So that when you're going to receive a new form submission through our Elementor form, then automatically all the lead details will be added in our Google Sheets as a new row. And not only this, using the details, it is going to create a new contact in our Salesforce account as well. Alright, so these were the steps to how to add landing page leads to Google Sheets and create Salesforce contacts. I hope these steps were clear to you. Now if you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. And now if you found this video helpful, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more automation tutorials. Also, if you have any doubts, then feel free to drop them in the comments below. See you in the next video. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubt, then you can email us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, then you can write it at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can visit this URL. Now, if you liked our video, then please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.